friends, it is Monday morning, the start of a new week, and welcome to the vlog. I'm here getting our breakfast ready. It's been like a week since I last vlogged, and I'm manifesting a productive week this week. You all know how that goes when I set goals and then don't accomplish them. But I'm in my follicular phase. I have energy, I have motivation, I have drive, so we're gonna do things. This morning was a little slower than I would have liked, but it like literally stormed all day yesterday. We were under tornado watch, not warning, and it just like stormed all day, all night. And then this morning I was like literally, I know I've said this a million times, but like I just like kept getting pulled back into dreams, and the rain was not helping, so I was just so sleepy this morning. I did wake up at like 8, but then I just kind of like laid in bed for a little while because I was just like so tired. I also think I like hurt my back over the weekend because we were doing some yard work, and I was like loading and moving some bags of mulch, and I think I like kind of threw out my lower back a little bit. So no exercise today, minus just maybe like, if it clears up, I would love to go for a walk because I didn't walk yesterday, but then I'll probably just like rebound to do some yoga stretches and stuff to help my back. But hopefully I can get back on track for tomorrow for getting back in the gym. I took some time off last week. My period was just like literally killing me. Like I just like couldn't do it. But this week will be productive. We will get things done. My main goals for this week, I think I have 4 that I set out to do, and I will accomplish them. 1, I really want to vacuum my car, which really shouldn't take that long. I'm not really like one to get my car washed or detailed, but there is just like a lot of dog hair in there and it's kind of gross, so I just want to go ahead and clean that up. It'll be easy, just maybe like 30 minutes vacuuming all the mats and stuff. Another goal is that I would like to get my closet cleaned. I have a huge pile of laundry that's just been sitting in a basket that's overflowing. It's been there for like a few weeks now, so I'd like to get that cleaned up and put away. I really need to clean our bathroom. It's disgusting. Like I'm not even gonna show you how disgusting it looks right now because it is scary. I hate cleaning the bathroom. That's like my least favorite chore. So yeah, that's gonna take a lot out of me. I mean, it doesn't take that long. It's just like I hate cleaning the bathroom. My other thing is I need to paint this alcove we have in the entryway. I'll probably show you later, but it's a really small space. It's like so tiny. It's mostly flat wall, and there's like nothing obstructing it or anything. It's just literally a small wall. My oatmeal timer.
Your oatmeal timer is up.
So those are the main goals. And then, yeah, just gonna try to get back to working out regularly again. I have a few errands to run. Oh yeah, today I'm gonna run to Costco, which I didn't really plan to do another Costco run. I've been like twice in the past month, which is like a lot for me. Like usually I just kind of like stock up on what we need, and then I don't go for like I maybe go like every other month or something. But anyway, our trash can broke. It's been kind of like like for a while now. Like it like is weak when it opens the lid, but we just kind of like lived with that. But it finally like physically broke apart, and like the lid just like fell off. So I'm gonna go and get a new trash can. It's one of those things where it's like, why are trash cans so expensive? But I guess they like last you quite a while. Like I had this when I lived with Bella. We got it at the start of like 2019, so it's over 6 years old now. I don't know like the life expectancy of a normal trash can, but that was this one. So I'm gonna run to Costco because they have the exact same one for $80 cheaper than most retail stores, so love that for us. But yeah, other than that, just doing the goals I said, working on some knitting and crocheting as per usual, and yeah, we'll just see where the week takes us. I will check in with y'all later. Bye. Also, look how beautiful these poppies and ranunculuses. Ranunculi? No. You know what I'm saying. Plural ranunculus. Anyway, Bella's sister brought these over, and they're so beautiful. I'm obsessed. here's a new trash can. It's literally like the same size, same type of liner, has the recycling bucket. The only difference is this has a plastic lid and this one had the stainless steel lid, which honestly I don't really care about in the context of this. And then I think, where is it? Maybe I was supposed to put it in before, yeah, maybe. Oh, and it does have the liner refill thing in the back, but let me see. Yeah, they gave me this like pod. It's basically like the things you put in your car, I think, to like absorb odor, which is new, but I don't think I'm like going to be ordering a bunch of them. Oh, okay, this is the actual thing. And you just pop it in there, I think. I don't think I'm really gonna worry about that because these, in my experience, keep odors sealed in there pretty well. So yeah, I'm not really concerned about it smelling weird or anything. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I guess I'll try and put this out by the curb. Sometimes people in our neighborhood will just take stuff even if they're busted. So if not, I'll have to call for a specialty haul. But yeah. Alrighty, it's not the worst it's ever been. I'm also holding this pile of like athletic clothes and stuff. But it's not great. I'm definitely at a low point when I'm digging for clean underwear in this pile. Like there's no clean underwear in the drawer it's supposed to be in. Oops. So yeah, that's when I know, okay, I really have to get it together. But yeah, so I feel like if I just like hunker down, it shouldn't take me more than like an hour to like sort through all this and put things away. And I've got an audiobook going. I started this over the weekend, and got through like 41% just like doing chores and stuff around the house. I've never read a Dolly Alderton book. I didn't realize that this was like more of a non-fiction memoir type of thing, which I guess maybe makes sense, and it literally says it on the cover. But I just like literally picked it up randomly because it was available at my library. But yeah, I'm gonna pop that on and just muscle through this, and hopefully by the time I get done I'll still feel like going for a walk. It hasn't been raining. It's still pretty gloomy outside. I realized I can't really even look out there because it's through the film. But anyway, but if I still have the energy to and it's not raining, I'm gonna try and go for a walk after I work through this. So I will see you on the other side of the war. My battery's literally about to die, but I pretty much finished. I have like 5 t-shirts to put away in my other dresser, and then these shirts. I'm reorganizing some things next week, so I'm just leaving them out for now. And then these are just like some dirty work clothes for the yard. I'm just gonna reuse them. So that's why they're still in a pile there, but a lot better than before. It's not currently raining. It says it's supposed to rain 100% like the next hour, but it's not. So I'm gonna try and get out for a walk, but we shall see.
It's got a little light too.
A little light.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's cute. Look at the lichen growing on that. Oh, Bentley. And I got back from the walk and had dinner and watched Fire Force. And then literally since then, I have just been making Discord emotes because I boosted one of my servers this morning, and now I'm just addicted to making emojis and GIFs. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I've literally just been doing this for the past hour. And that's about it. I'm trying to get out of my system now so that when I go to bed I can just put my phone away and read. And yeah, so I'm just having my enrichment time right now. Good morning, friends. I am in my little home gym here. It's mostly just my garage. But I successfully woke up at 7. I didn't go back to sleep. I laid down momentarily, but I got back up at like 7:10. And I am warming up to work out. I'm also killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And I brought the vacuum and a duster out, so in between sets I'm gonna clean my car a little, so that will be productive. But yeah, it feels good to have woken up early. And yeah, it was actually quite cold when I woke up. It was like in the low 40s. I guess all that rain kind of brought in a cold front. But yeah, I'm gonna work out and see where the day takes us. I should have done a before and after, but imagine that this was covered in dog hair. I have attachments for my Dyson, like the, you know, detail stuff, but I honestly don't know where it is. Bentley, so you don't immediately get more dog hair on this. Anyway, so I'm not able to get in these like crevices in here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, like there's still a good bit of debris. So that might have to be for another day. I think I'm just gonna leave it Bentley. Yeah, so I'll just come back through another time with that. Ideally, I'd like to have a shop vac out here. Sorry, it's so blurry because it's dark in there. That way I don't have to haul the vacuum out here. But for now, it's a lot better at least. Dust is cleared from my touchscreen, so that's good. I'm gonna come back through with a Clorox wipe and disinfect some stuff, getting some of the cracks of the seats and stuff, but overall, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. Hello. I'm swallowing my protein bar. So I took Ian into the office to do some work today. And then now, I think since I'm still like not showered, clean yet, I might just go for a walk with Bentley because I don't know that I'm gonna have time to do it later. Why is my hair standing out straight like that? Anyway, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a walk just because it is beautiful out today. It's sunny. Yesterday was so gloomy. The whole weekend was gloomy, but it's sunny out. It's a little chilly. It's 52 out right now. That's what my Google Home says. But the sun's out, so it feels great. And once I get walking, I'll build up some warmth. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time for a walk later in the afternoon just because how the day's gonna go. So I think now is a good time. Then I'll come back, shower, maybe have a little lunchy, maybe do some editing, and then I have my open table at 2, and then I'll probably just like run a couple errands and then just pick Ian up after that. But yeah, that's kind of the day. I don't have anything else to add. Oh, I keep forgetting to give like reading updates because if I like don't have the book in front of me, I like don't remember. But one, I listened to more of Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton yesterday. Is that her name? Alderton? That sounded weird. Anyway, I did that while I was cleaning the closet. And yeah, interesting memoir. Not really like my favorite by any means, but like I think she tells some like interesting anecdotes. She has some funny little quips. And yeah, I don't ever really rate memoirs usually unless they're like outstanding, like just blown away. Just cause like I'd feel kind of weird like judging, giving a star rating to someone's like life experience. Like that's not for me to pass judgment on. But it's like enjoyable for a memoir, and yeah, I'll probably finish it here in the next couple days. And then I have been making progress on Murder. I'd started it in my last vlog, which was not last week, but the week prior. And I made it like through like a quarter, maybe a third of the book during that vlog. So I didn't really give too many updates just because like I had other things going on, but I really am enjoying it. I'm pretty much like halfway through right now, and I'm really loving the writing still. I think I mentioned the author himself is a poet, and then like the main character is a poet also, so like really beautiful prose, and just like overall the writing is lovely. I'm liking the structure as we've delved more into it. The chapters are quite short, but each one kind of shifts perspective a little bit. So we're getting like little snippets of like, you know, his mom's point of view, his uncle's point of view, his dad, his friend. So it's kind of jumping around a little bit, but it's still really cohesive. And yeah, like I said before, I think it is something that's deeply personal. I think that he put a lot of himself into this main character, it seems, like aside from him just being a poet. I know that he struggled in real life with addiction, which is one of the main plot points for the story. So I do wonder if, you know, this is a reflection of his experience, or, you know, things that he's thought about throughout his journey in sobriety. So yeah, just really, really interesting story and writing, and I'm looking forward to making more progress, hopefully finishing by this vlog. I don't want to jinx it, because anytime I'm like, I'm gonna finish this book by the end of the vlog, I don't do it. But I am optimistic just because I've finished 2 of the 4 tasks I set out for myself in this vlog, which is more than I usually do, so I'm happy to say that. And yeah, if I just continue to be mindful about putting my phone away at night and not scrolling or whatever. I really do just like get more reading done, and then I like sleep better. Like last night I didn't even read that much. I like just read a couple chapters, but like I was genuinely just tired once I was doing that, and I was like, I'm just ready to go to sleep, and then I just fell right asleep, which for me is hard a lot of the time, especially if I'm on my phone. I just like, my mind is super active and it's just like hard for me to immediately fall asleep. I just like, you know, whatever. Sorry, I'm watching the thrashers in their nest. I thought they might have abandoned the nest, but it looks like they're still in there. But anyway, yeah, don't know what I was saying, but yeah, I'm looking forward to more reading, and hopefully that helps with my sleep. And like I said, I woke up early this morning, so it's kind of all this cycle that feeds into itself, so hopefully I can maintain it. And yeah, I will check back in with y'all later. Bye. Okay, I got a yarn and button delivery, and I'm trying to be good and not cast on anything new and just like work on my current projects. But I got this merino, excuse me, this merino wool yarn in this kind of like light green. I feel like it's not picking up on the camera, but it's a little more saturated than I'm seeing it. But anyway, so that's gonna be a little spring t-shirt that I'm gonna do next, and then it'll have some accents of this mohair baby blue. And then these I got for future Sophie scarves. Not a priority anytime soon, but I just love the butter yellow and this baby blue. This is a merino, this is cashmere. Obsessed with them, they're so soft. All of these are really soft. And then this is for also a later date project. I just wanted to go ahead and order everything for it. I'm making a sweater for Ian. I think it's called the Assisi sweater. I'll try and remember to link the Ravelry pattern for it if I can think of it. And then I got a bunch of buttons. These are for my striped brown and cream sweater. This is also another option for it. It calls for 20 millimeter. So one of those two, we'll see how I'm feeling. And then these I just got for like, because I wanted free shipping, and I just like, it doesn't hurt to have extra buttons. I do have some other cardigan plans for later, so could come in handy, but these were so cute, so cute. Like I literally don't have plans for these. I love the little floral details on these, and these are like a green, kind of marbled. But anyway, yeah, I'm like really tempted to just go ahead and start on this. The only thing that's kind of holding me back is like, well, one, I want to finish my other knit project, and then two, this is going to be a lot more planning, so I kind of want to do that in the comfort of my home, because I'm going to have to, I usually am like really bad about doing test swatches, but this one really calls for it, and I'm going to have to block them just the way that this top is designed. So I feel like I need to just like hunker down and do it in the comfort of my home really quick, figure out what I'm doing, and then I can take it with me to Open Table to just kind of like more mindlessly do it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm very excited about this little haul. Okay, so I'm back from my Open Table. I made good progress on my current crochet project that I'm doing for a friend's birthday, so I can't show it to you because I don't want to spoil the surprise. And then I started to make progress on my cardigan, which you've been seeing me knit for a couple months now, and except for maybe this week, it's just going to be too hot to wear at this point until later in the year. But anyway, that being said, I am undoing my progress because, well, one, I really had to fudge picking up stitches on this. Like I could not make it work that I was picking up enough. So I like kind of snuck in some in a weird way here and there. And then I was doing that on circular needles, but then like my cable was too long. I should have used like a smaller one, but even so, like my interchangeable heads were too long, and even if I used the shorter ones, I think it's just like too tight of a turnaround to like comfortably knit. So then I transferred them over to my double pointed, and I rarely ever use these. It's been years since I don't even remember like why I needed them, but it's been years since I've like used double pointed needles, so I forgot how to use them in front of everyone, which no one like judged me or made fun of me. I was just like, oops, that was special. But basically I like had like my setup with the 3 kind of like in, you know, a triangle shape as you do. And then I was like, what's the 4th one for again? I was like, whatever. So I like left it to the side, and then I was only using the 3 to maneuver. So I was just pushing more stitches onto a very full needle, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. And so then I ended up with 2 overloaded needles that I could not move. And I was like, oh, the 4th one is the working needle. So had to go back on that. But then at that point I just like kept messing things up. So I think I'm just gonna like start over on the sleeve, and like I only got like 2 rows in, so it's not a big deal. And I think just like start off by picking up my stitches with my double pointed needles from the get-go. Yeah, other than that, I picked up Ian from work. We're just having a little tofu veggie stir fry situation for dinner, so nice and simple. And then yeah, probably just hang out together. Maybe we'll play a little split fiction, or I don't know if he's gonna try and work out. He's still finishing up some work, so I don't know what the plan is, but we will be doing something, or I will be doing something on my own if he doesn't want to do anything with me. But yeah, so now I'm back to my bind off. So it's just a couple rows. It's not a huge loss, and I'd rather just like have it a little better, though I am annoyed because I'm like, how did I fudge the extra stitches I needed? So I'm gonna have to remember how to sneak those in again. But anyway, I will catch up with y'all later. Don't need that. Hi friends, it is midday on Wednesday. Bentley is here to say hello. But I didn't really do much updating today just because I woke up early, but I was like still sore from yesterday and just like tired, so I took it easy. And then I took Ian into work. I came back and I worked out leg day. I tried something new and did reverse Nordic curls. For a little quad stretch, which was interesting, but something I kind of want to try and incorporate. It's supposed to be really good for your knees too. Thank you, Bentley. I'm all clean now, so Bentley is trying to lick the moisturizer off my body. I started watching the White Lotus season finale while I was doing my cool down stretches. I didn't watch it on Sunday, and I've been kind of like putting it off just because I heard it wasn't that great, but I'm gonna finish it, obviously. Had my little lunch of leftover stir fry, tofu, veggie, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna do some editing today and then maybe work on a little knitting or something, but we shall see. Other than that, just business as usual. I read some more of Martyr last night. Not much to update. I'm a little over halfway through, but still really loving it. Something just happened that I like caught in the middle of like the chapters, like, like this stood out to me, and then like there was a remark at the end. I don't want to give away specifics, but anyway, all that to say, I am loving it. I'm hoping to finish it by the end of the week. I have a little over 100 pages left, but I mostly just read. Right before bed, so I'll like read like 20, 30 pages depending on my mood and how late it is. But anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
I don't care. Okay, for you to say like, I'm not doing that. It's okay to say.
I let things slide with you more than anyone. I when Carl was something going lower, and then I exaggerated our friend. The question was, quickly, back up because the Carl was totally right off. I said, I know you have a lot of friends, but I'm also one, and here you and I were speaking, and then I did text you, and you never responded to it. I saw you. Well, she ended up, if you saw it at Bose's wellness party, she did not want to. Right. Bose said, please. Right.
Texted your PK since.
I texted when Jagger was in the hospital.
Does it bother you that she texted PK when Jagger was in the hospital?
It bothers me that she believes she's got series under her name. Luckily, I think it's just calling.
You thought it was Moscow, you
Absolutely blew his fucking mind.
Okay, get in there.
Tell your feelings, and if that made you feel bad, because I did not mean to impugn you. I don't know PK's life.
Well, you know, I have adored you since the moment
I heard from Maki Roll. It seems like Angie's gonna do the ritual. Maki Roll? Don't give me such a weird nickname. You brought Kaito here, Maki? Wait, you mean the reason you didn't come to training is because you were scared? It's not that I'm scared. That's just how my body is. Come on, bro. Come on, Maki Roll. Hurry up. Seriously, don't call me Maki Roll. Yeah, you guys again.
It is
Himiko, why are you here? Were you keeping watch this whole time? I wouldn't do something like that. It sounds like a pain. I just came to check on Angie. So, what do you guys want? Don't tell me you came here to stop Angie again. She should be inside. Both this door and the back one are locked.
Knew that was gonna be a thing.
Yep, of course. No, not you guys. Get out of here.
It's them. They're here. She's back and she's throwing up again.
No. Hi friends, it is midday on Thursday. I haven't done too many vlog updates just because last night we had dinner and then we watched a movie called Shoplifters. It's a Japanese language film. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I can't remember the name of that director. I'll try and put it here if I remember, but that was our first of his films, and there's a couple other on our radar that we're wanting to check out, but I really enjoyed it. But yeah, like after the movie, I was absolutely zonked, probably because of my leg day yesterday. So I like literally immediately fell asleep when we got in bed. And then this morning I got up early to play Danganronpa, which I will probably share a little bit of, with Elisa. And, while that was happening, I had to pause to let in some people to do some work in my house, which I'm about to show you. So if you recall a couple vlogs ago, I mentioned that I failed at doing a DIY. I've done wallpapering in our house before, but it was regular walls, not ceiling, and we tried to do this on our own, and it was a train wreck. I just really was getting so frustrated, and it was just like very difficult to do. So we hired some people and they did an amazing job, way better than I could have done on my own. So I'm really happy with it. We're still looking to get some curtains, maybe just some shears. I'm still deciding. There's like, I don't know if you can see it here, but like there's some blues in here. So I'm thinking of bringing that in just because I don't want anything too loud, because like our seats are obviously a bright orange color. There won't be much else in here other than like our coffee tea bar station in that corner, and then some plants over here by this window. So I feel like a nice calming blue to tie it in would be kind of nice. Other than that, I have made very little progress on the sleeve. And then I started working on the pre-planning for this top I'm making. Did I show you this? I'm making this little top. It's called the Moth Tee, but I think the creator is 10mm or something on Instagram. Anyway, there's a lot of pre-planning, and basically there's no like gauge to match. You're just making swatches and fitting it to your measurements. I was talking to my friend about it, and she said, which I agree is probably just a workaround for doing size grading, which is smart, but also it means like there's a lot of work for me. So that's what I'm working on right now. I did swatch A last night. I still have to block it, but then I'm doing this swatch and then I'll do that swatch, and then I'll block them all to see what I need, but that's what's going on. Now I'm just gonna have some lunch because I haven't eaten all day, and maybe go for a walk because it's really nice weather. I thought it was supposed to rain maybe later, but gonna try and enjoy the weather while I can and also get my steps in. I don't know that I'll be doing much else other than sitting and knitting and watching TV the rest of the day, just because my body is so sore from leg day. But yeah, that is what's going on, and I will talk to you later.
People, in order to give anybody a fighting chance at this game or even making it to what that she was going to do. She voted for Bianca when she said she was going to vote for Bianca. She voted for charity when she said she was going to vote for charity. I don't think you'll use the block. No. And that was like scary. If they were smart people, try to.
Okay, Ian and I ate our lunch and watched Survivor, and then I was knitting and Walty got in my lap, and now I am legally bound to stay here forever until he moves, even though I have to pee really bad, but he's just so cute. Also, that episode of Survivor was crazy. It was, well, I guess I can give spoilers because this isn't going to go out until like a week or two after I've watched this. But anyway, they finally got Say out, which I'm so glad. And then I was surprised that I need to know what happens, like with the other group. Like they got Cedric out, which finally, he was so dumb and useless. Also LOL that he literally dropped his bucket like before Jeff even finished giving instructions in the challenge. But anyway, but yeah, like what was I saying? But yeah, like, I'm confused why they all voted Cedric when there was, like, the whole plot with Kyle and Camilla to convince David to vote for Shaheen. I guess they were blindsiding Cedric. They blindsided me. But anyway, I'm finally gonna finish the final episode of White Lotus. I was, like, watching it in pieces yesterday, but I had a lot going on. And then I'm gonna keep making my swatches. I'm almost done with this one. And then I'm gonna wait to go for a walk with Ian when he's done with work because he's not gonna work out tonight. So I'm just gonna chill here with little Walty and my knitting, and I will check back in later. Okay, my dishwasher's going, so sorry if it's loud, but I've got my little swatches soaking in some water. I'll leave them for a little while before I block them. In the meantime, I am going to cake up my remaining skeins. This one will be mini because this is what I pulled my swatches from. And then I have 3 full skeins left. I'm really hoping it'll be enough. It was like kind of hard to decide how much I really needed. Oops. But hopefully it'll be okay. I never do this right, and I don't even think I like threaded that well, but I also don't really care. As long as it cakes up. Morning friends, happy Friday. I can't believe this week has already gone by so fast. Yeah, what happened yesterday? I don't remember the last update I gave, but I literally just binge watched the entire first season of Hacks. They're only like 30-minute episodes, so it's like pretty easy to do. They're like, what, 10 episodes? That was still like 5 hours of my life. But I was just like so sore and I just like wanted a lazy day. So I was just working on my knitting, and I showed you I got the test swatches done. I was working more on my cardigan sleeves. And yeah, I just kind of like zoned out and did that for the entire afternoon. Ian and I went for a nice, lovely walk before the storm kicked in. And then, yeah, that's like literally all I did besides we had dinner, we watched a little anime, and he just like played video games while I was watching Hacks and knitting. And yeah, like once the storm hit last night, I was just zonked. I was still tired from my leg day workout the day prior, so I didn't do any reading. I just like went to sleep because I was so tired. Today I'm like more sore than ever. I feel like for leg days, I'm always like the most sore 2 days after. Like I feel like that's when it really kicks in. Don't get me wrong, I'm still sore that first day, but like the second day is like the worst. So it's good I got a walk in yesterday because that helped move the lactic acid, so not as horribly sore, but still I am going to try and just get all my productivity out of the way this morning. That way I can be lazier this afternoon again. I didn't get up before Ian had to go to work to work out, which is okay. It's still early. I'm gonna have a little something to eat so I don't pass out. And then I'm hitting the gym. I've got my favorite days: shoulders, triceps, a little bit of chest. I've eliminated my chest day just because it's like not like a personal goal of mine to build my chest. I feel like that's more of a vanity thing, especially for men. I don't know, just saying things, but for me personally, like I don't get a lot of gratification out of it, and certainly there are things that like require some strength and stability through here. However, I just feel like I'm still working, especially some of my upper pec muscles through other exercises, so I'm just like not trying to do a ton of that. What else? Walty, you want to say hello? He is inspecting my yarn. What do you think of my swatches? But yeah, hopefully when I'm done working out, I'll still have enough energy to just go ahead and one, I'd like to go for a walk because it's beautiful out. I thought it was going to rain more today, but I think it just was over during the nighttime. So if I could go for a walk, go ahead and spray down the bathroom with like the tile scrubber stuff because it has to sit for a little bit. Maybe I'll do that before I go for a walk. So then when I come back from my walk, I can just like scrub it down while I'm still dirty and then immediately take a shower because it is just so gross in there. Again, I don't want to show you because I'm like actually embarrassed and scared by how disgusting my shower is right now. And it just like needs to be done. So that's like a big priority. And then once I'm showered, I guess I'm just gonna get dirty again because I want to do some paint prep on the alcove over there, and hopefully I can get some coats up, but we shall see. But that's about it. Other than that, just probably knitting some more, hanging out with my little orange dudes. What do you say, Walty? Wanna help me knit? No? He's indifferent. Oh, big stretch. Okay, well, I will check back in with y'all later. Bye. I did want to show you progress I made on the sleeve here. I know it doesn't look like much, but one, I'm just not a fan of working on double pointed needles. It's like fine now that I'm like going, but it's like definitely not my preferred. And then also, I made a few mistakes here and there and had to like backtrack like entire rows with this. And so backtracking on DPNs this is not fun at all. Bentley, stop grumbling. What are you grumpy about? Anyway, I'm also like looking at it, it just like looks like my arm won't fit through here, but like I know it will stretch, and it's just like the way that it's shaped makes it look odd. And also like blocking it is going to help a lot. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Many rows to go, but slow and steady. Just got back from our walk in the nick of time. There wasn't any rain on the radar, but it just started pouring. I think it's gonna be a quick shower, but it's definitely coming down. I am just doing a little plant care right now, and watering some plants I've been neglecting. I think I'm gonna do a plant video at some point, just doing like a purge of like all my sad plants that I've just like not had any interest in caring for since we've moved here, and honestly maybe even before that if I'm being completely transparent. But yeah, I'm gonna wait till it warms up a bit because there are some plants that last year I put outside and they love the humidity and the fresh air, so kind of waiting till we finally reach that point where we're not gonna have any like really cold nights. So yeah, plus I have some things I need to repot, and I'm not allowed to buy any plants for a while, and at the very least I shouldn't buy any plants until I get this sorted. But now that we have that area in the informal dining room cleared out, I'm looking for like a little bench or something where I can put some of my plants out, and I'll put some bigger ones in there too in the corners. But yeah, it'll help fill out the space, and that room gets a lot of good afternoon light. So that's the plan. Like I said, gonna do some plant care right now, gonna go and clean the shower, gonna shower myself, and then need to do some paint stuff, and that's kind of the afternoon. So I will check back in. While I'm doing all that though, mostly during the paint stuff, I am going to listen to the new Bon Iver album, which dropped today. It's April 11th, and I'm really excited for that. Justin Vernon is like one of my favorite artists of all time, and it's been a while since he's put any solo work out, so I already love pretty much all the singles he's dropped so far. But yeah, interested to see the transformation from previous work into this. I've been loving all the interviews he's been doing, so I'm very excited. Also, I got a really exciting piece of mail. Let me show you. So my friend is running her first marathon in Berlin, which is really exciting, and she has a little fundraiser going. I'll try and link it down below if I can remember, but for all of her donors and friends and family that asked for a little postcard got one and a sweet little note and some custom stickers. Also love the stamp she made. And yeah, it's just super cute. There is a little QR code on the website here. I don't know if you can scan this through the screen, but if not, again, I'll try and put the website down below too, so you can just click on it. But yeah, super sweet. I was like literally tearing up reading her little note. We've known each other since high school, so it's just really cool to see her on this journey and accomplishing all her goals. So I'm wishing her the best. Good luck, Darian. So I didn't get the bathroom as clean as I would have liked because I broke this with my Incredible Hulk strength. Literally only had that for, I don't know, a few uses, so it's not like it's old. But I guess I'm just that strong. I don't know. But I am looking to get one of those electric scrubby things. So one, it takes out some of the back breaking work. I'm not like on my hands and knees pushing the thing. See, like I don't know if you can tell, but I didn't get to over here just because I got tired of pushing the broken thing around. But yeah, if you have a recommendation for like an electric bathroom cleaner, especially since like, I don't know if you can tell how big this shower is. Let me stand back. Just like getting all around is a lot of effort. So yeah, if you have a recommendation, let me know. I'm in the middle of yard work while T has been supervising. I just came in for some water in a bathroom break, but I'm literally covered, like, it looks like I pooped my pants. Yeah, I'm like covered in clay and dirt. I haven't really been recording what we've been working on. I'll try and show a little bit here in a minute, but there's like this kind of little alleyway next to our garage that is just like weeds and big roots that we've been digging up, and so we just like want to mulch it over before things get too crazy with the spring and summer, and then it's just like low maintenance, kind of like how we did with our AC area, if you remember me doing that. But yeah, just something that we won't have to worry about in the future. Eventually we'll probably put our composters over there so that they're kind of out of the way, and it's just like a good use of the space because we can't really grow anything there because it's like completely shaded. But yeah, it'll just be nice to not have to worry about weeding that area in the future and it'll just be taken care of. But yeah, I'm gonna go out there and finish. I'll try and show y'all some of what we were working on, and probably gonna run to Lowe's and get some more bags of mulch. I think we were only able to load up like a dozen or so last time, so we'll need some more to top it off, and probably just grab some lunch while we're out because I'm exhausted and working up an appetite. So yeah, I will see y'all later. Okay, so here's what we got done. It's not much to look at. It's literally just this little alley that was overgrown with weeds. And it was just, oh, Bentley's gonna pee there. Okay. It's just an area that we didn't want to have to keep dealing with. Just want to keep it low maintenance. So, like I said, it's shaded most of the day, so it's not like we can really grow anything. And it's in this like corner between our garage and the neighbor's yard where we're not even going to be able to enjoy anything if we were to grow it. So yeah, the best solution is just to mulch. Eventually we're gonna like tear up our whole yard and like mulch everything, just because grass is terrible for the environment and not great to look at and too much to maintain, and we'd rather have just low maintenance mulch and then just like lots of native pollinators. So yeah, we need to get a couple more bags to top it off and even it out, and then we did get like a plastic rim thing to put up against the edge of the garage so that it can be a little more protected. But yeah, that's kind of it. More to come. This whole area back here is pretty overgrown, so again, we'll eventually even it out, mulch, maybe one day have a shed or a water feature back here, but we have a lot to do before then. Malty. Malty. Come here. Malty. Hello, I'm outside because I'm playing with Bentley. Also, the songbirds are going crazy. But I just came in to wrap up this vlog. I don't even know what my last update was. It was probably about the yard work, but after that I kind of just went non-verbal because it was just, I was just exhausted after doing all that yard work, and so I like hunkered down and just like did some knitting, and I binge watched the second season of Hacks, which I've been loving. It's like the perfect show for right now. It's like lighthearted, funny, and just feel good. So I'm on track to catch up or finish season 3 and then catch up where the current season is airing right now. Oh, sorry, I'm watching like all the songbirds. There's a couple of cardinals. They're beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, so I knitted like a ton, and then I realized I was making a horrible mistake and I had to undo everything, and it was so frustrating, but I've got it figured out now and we're on track. Other than that, Ian and I watched Blue Velvet. I don't know if I mentioned that. Really enjoyed it. That I think may have been my first David Lynch film, sorry to say. Not sorry to say, but like I wish I had watched it sooner, I guess. And then, oh my god, the cardinal just flew over my head. It's crazy. What else did we do? We just had dinner with Ian's dad last night. I read more Martyr. I'm really close to finishing. I may have said this before, but like I was a little over 100 pages. Now I'm just like under 100 pages left. So I will finish it, I think, this week. I'm loving it so far. It's beautiful. It's raw. It just feels so beautifully human. And just very authentic, so I'm just like very invested in what's to come. Yeah, I'm in my painting clothes right now because I didn't finish the painting. That was the only goal I didn't really get to, but I'm proud of myself for tackling everything else. I vacuumed the car mostly, and I still just have to get those in-between spots when I find my vacuum attachments. And then what was my other goal? Oh, I cleaned the bathroom mostly. I snapped that stupid cleaner in half, so I didn't get as clean as I wanted, but you know, at least I tried. And then what was my other goal? Whoa, I don't even remember what my other goal was, but oh, cleaning my closet, which I got done, so I'm proud of that. And I did get started with painting, so there is that. And like I said, it's a small space, so I am gonna get that done like today. But yeah, it's been a pretty good, successful week, and yeah, thanks for following along, and I will talk to y'all later. See you in the next one. Bye.